Hello and welcome to Winamp Academy. My name is Jaden, and in this video, we're going to be talking about one of the most important new features on the Winamp for Creators platform, catalog imports. Now, catalog import is specifically important for any artists that have released their music already on DSPs such as Apple Music, Spotify, Deezer, and so forth. Now, why is this? See, catalog import works by transferring all of your essential metadata from Spotify directly to your artist account. This not only lets you re-release your music on Winamp for Creators, it also ensures you can take full advantage of all of the services Winamp for Creators offers, from distribution, content ID, and copyright management, to building your website, licensing your music, and more under premium plans. Taking control of your artist journey is easier when you already have everything centralized in one music ecosystem. Let's take a look at how it works. So catalog import brings your discography from Spotify to your Winamp for Creators account through two main ways. First is through your Spotify artist URL, which you can find here under your Spotify artist profile. Now, this URL does two things. It basically helps us scrap all of your tracks that have been released on Spotify, and it ensures that we compare these tracks and this artist profile to an actual person behind the music. And this is where the second part comes in, which is your identity verification. Identity verification is extremely important to ensure that you are who you claim to be. We've explained this process in depth in this video here, which you can find linked below, but it's a fairly straightforward process. You basically can't claim Queen Bee's tracks if you're not Queen Bee herself. Now, there are a few different ways that you can actually activate catalog import once you have these two key parts. And the first way is when you're actually creating an artist profile. You may have noticed the option to determine whether or not you've already released music on DSPs. If you clicked yes here, you would have either had the option to search for your Spotify profile or paste your Spotify link directly. If you didn't do it here, no worries. You can also import your Spotify catalog on the media page. You should see either this big box in the center prompting you to import your Spotify catalog. If these boxes are ever grayed out, it simply just means that you haven't yet verified your identity. Remember, the missing piece we need? If this is the case, just quickly go do it. It takes just a few minutes. So Jaden, what if I didn't do it during my artist profile phase and I don't see this media pop-up option? In this case, no worries. You'll want to navigate to your artist settings, manage and add artists, and click view details. You should see a small section on distribution profile page, which is basically where you can import the Spotify URL. Here I'm just typing a new link, Spotify, and inserting my URL. When we navigate back to our media page, at this point, if we have all the steps completed, we should see this little symbol, which means that we can either refresh or import our Spotify catalog. Now, once your tracks are actually in the media page, you're not done yet. There's still some metadata that you need to add. Note, by uploading an audio file, it's extremely important that this is the same file used with your original distribution. If you want to start using this track, for example, under a re-release with Winamp for Creators or in any of the services connected to Spotify, it's extremely important that the track that Spotify has matches this uploaded track. So double check before you upload. At some point throughout this process, you might even notice a small banner saying KYA processing. If this is the case, it can mean one of two things. First, it can just mean that you haven't yet verified your identity. We already know that's pretty easy to do. The second case is if you have verified your identity, but it's still saying that KYA is processing. This just means that though we have your identity verified, we haven't been able to link it to your Spotify account. Now, if this banner doesn't go away despite you verifying your identity, it basically just means that your current distributor did not include your full name in your Spotify credits. Now, this isn't a big deal, but it is important to ensure you receive the proper recognition for your work, and it protects your rights under copyright law. In this case, our support team can help you get it quickly solved. Now, artists switch distributors for many reasons, but it's often because as your music career evolves, your needs, tools, and services that you're looking for evolve as well. One of these aspects is who you decide to distribute with. We cover this in depth on our blog, but let's just take a look now at how to re-release. At this point, your catalog should be imported, your metadata should be fully completed, and your identity should be verified. At this point, you could head to the Release tab on the media page. and you can push audio to distribution. This will take us to the distribution page, where we can choose the tracks we want to re-release, enter in the original release date of the track, which is basically the first release date, add in our UPC or our EAN codes. Your titles, artwork, and ISRC numbers should have already been automatically imported correctly from Spotify, so no need to worry about those. The next step is to ensure that your DSP links are included, which is necessary to ensure distribution on the correct profile and avoid losing any existing streams or listens. To do so, just click this little icon and include here your Apple Music ID, your Spotify artist URL, your YouTube username, or even your SoundCloud page link. Wherever you release music, make sure to include that here. Finally, once your music's been re-released, you must remove it from your previous distributor to avoid any potential conflicts. Now you've learned all about the catalog import and re-release process on the Winamp for Creators platform. To continue learning with Winamp Academy, feel free to check out the page on our website or visit our YouTube channel, where you can see all the videos that we're making to help you master the Winamp for Creators platform and take your music management and artist growth to the next level. If you have any further questions, feel free to check out our FAQ or send us a DM on Instagram. We'll see you next time.